doing? It is your diva and knowledge, giving you a double shot of mocha. Yes, I'm going to be uploading a couple of videos today because I know I'm long overdue. I haven't uploaded anything in a while, so usually I do a couple of uploads within a day to try to catch up and make sure that I'm keeping my subscribers up to date on everything that's going on. Big ups to all of my subscribers from day one who've been emailing me, you've been checking on your girl, y'all been cash apping me, just looking out for me. And I really appreciate each and every one of y'all for all of that you do to really support my brand. I may not email y'all all the time. I don't always acknowledge it, but believe me, I really be appreciating that. Us small content creators, everything means something to us. So I'm definitely grateful for everybody who's still been supporting my brand. Those of you who have just recently subscribed, I welcome you to the family. If this is your first time hearing any of my content, please join me and join my movement by subscribing to my channel. Make sure you like and you share. So, moving right along, yes, Megan Thee Stallion, if y'all have not been hearing, uh, unfortunately, her sister decided to put her on blast, and basically tweet for everyone to see, which was not a good look. I don't know why she didn't discuss it with her behind closed doors. That would have been the adult thing to do. But then again, when people want attention, and they want to prove a point, they rather go to social media, than to talk about these issues behind closed doors and call their family and deal with matters like this private, because we all know, when you put stuff out there and you don't deal with it among family, people can take it and run with it and make it more bad than what it is. So, that would have been the most appropriate way to handle it, other than her going on social media. Megan Thee Stallion's sister. I don't know the broad's name. I've been trying to look it up and locate it. I cannot find any information as far as this chick's name. So this is just how irrelevant she is, even though she's related to mega superstar Megan Thee Stallion. Basically, her sister, alleged sister, says rapper neglects family. The woman called out the rapper in her Instagram post. She's at the top of her game as one of the hottest artists in the industry, but where Megan Thee Stallion goes, controversy follows. The public is still reeling from the July shooting incident involving Tory Lanez and Meg's former best friend, Kelsey Nicole. While no one truly knows what happened that evening, as stories and denials have been ongoing, Megan now has another mini scandal under her belt after a report surfaced that a woman who is allegedly the rapper's sister came forward to say Megan has neglected her. On Instagram, the woman posted a photo of Megan bottle feeding a baby. And she quotes, "It's funny, you only held your niece one time and never saw your nephew once." She pinned in the caption to the photo while tagging Megan. "It's crazy how you can do for someone else's kids that's rich already, but can't keep it real with your own blood." Earlier this week, Megan shared a video to her Instagram page where she gifted a young boy, Riley, with the PS5. Riley is a YouTube personality who makes videos with his family. It's believed that the video is what prompted Megan's alleged sister to respond publicly. People have begun questioning the woman's claims and her relationship with the rap star. Unsurprisingly, Megan hasn't addressed the allegations. So, as y'all can see, the story is unraveling. Miss Megan has not come forward yet to respond on this issue. And as I stated, this should have been handled behind closed doors, but granted, the sister felt some type of way. Here it is. It's your sibling. Y'all all was born and raised under the same roof. Y'all all went through the same poverty together. Y'all went through the struggle together. Now that your sibling has been blessed with the privilege of becoming this mega star, where now, the family all can eat now, you would think that, once a person has reached a certain level, that they would look out for family. And this tends to happen all of the time. You have a lot of families that are so divided when it comes to money. And it's different factors, and it goes both ways. To give my opinion on this whole overall situation. For one, like I said, I'm not a tunnel vision person. I always got things from more than one angle. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion from what I've been hearing. I don't know anything about her personally. I've never I don't have the kind of connections where I can do an interview with her. I'm nowhere near that big of a platform to do so. But there's been a lot of negative energy surrounding her. She's been losing people in her circle. And it's starting to make me question her character just a little bit. Her best friend stopped dealing with her. The situation with Tori Lanez, it's been um so many different versions of it to where you really don't know who to believe in a situation. It sounds so sketchy. The story just not adding up with either one of them. I don't know if they have some undercover thing going. Things went left, and now they're coming up with all kinds of stuff. It's just it all just sounds very fugazi to me. It just doesn't sound right. So, Megan Thee Stallion has had a lot of negative energy surrounding her, which means that she could probably be a very problematic woman, or she just lacks discretion when it comes to choosing what kind of people to have in her circle, or it could be a combination of both. But Megan Thee Stallion has been winning despite all of the negative the negativity that's been surrounding her and trying to pull her down. She's doing really well. She's progressing. She's getting up there in the game. Ever since Nicki Minaj fell off slightly because she got knocked up from Pookie, and Cardi just is having all kind of issues going on with her. She's rubbing her fans the wrong way, bragging about her little $8,000 Birkin bag, asking your fans if you should buy it or not. Well, you got people out here that can't even goddamn pay their light bills. So, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj has been taking some L's. So, of course, it's been an advantage for Megan Thee Stallion, which I would say is a beautiful woman and very successful, but she's not doing something these other female rappers and don't already do, which is twerk, shake your ass, and all your lyrics are about dick and riding somebody's face and all of this other stuff. Okay, so other than that, hey, I'm not gonna comment too much on it because people quit to say you a hater because you don't want to co-sign and want to congratulate all the fuckery that you see out there. Um, so this is the thing, Megan Thee Stallion, uh, has her sister feeling some type of way because again, this is somebody that was born and raised who's been with her the majority of her life, and the sister felt some type of way when she saw her sister financing a gift for somebody that's not even related and who's not even a struggle, and it making a sister feel some type of way. So, my intake on this is that there are a lot of cases, as I mentioned, as I was getting ready to mention before, where black families, when they're in the struggle together, they're more humble and they're more loyal to their family as long as they're in a struggle. Now, once they reach a certain level, once they reach a certain plateau, all of a sudden, they're too good to look out for the family that was with them during their struggle before they became successful. Now, who's to say, before Megan became this big star, that her sister didn't have to give her $1 or two, when she wanted a little Debbie from the grocery store. You get what I'm saying? Who's to say that her sister, didn't do for her on the level she was able to do for her on when they were going through the struggle. And now that Megan has become this mega millionaire star, now all of a sudden she does not feel like she has to look out for anybody. Because let me tell you something, successful people get amnesia really goddamn quick. And it amazes me that a lot of successful people are not understanding. You did not get where you were by yourself. Somebody somewhere did something. Somebody contributed to your success. Okay? You did not do it all by yourself. Yes, Megan was the one in the studio doing the lyrics. Yes, she's the one that's doing the tours. Yes, she's the one that's doing the footwork. But ain't no telling how many people before she got that big had to sow into her dream, even if it was something as simple as lending her money so she can go and make beats at a little broke down ass studio for her demo to get out there. Somebody had to give you a ride there, okay? Somebody had to lend you gas money to get there. Somebody had to work some hours for you on the job on your shift so you can go and do what you had to do. In other words, nobody just gets to the top by themselves. Somebody somewhere was in the background um supporting you. Even if it's in the smallest things, somebody helped you to get to where you are. And that is what blows me about a lot of successful people. Once they get certain businesses, once they get to a point where they can own homes, once they get to a point where they got all kind of money in their account, they forgot what helped them to get there and who the people was in their corner when they was at their lowest point. And there's a lot of black families who do this. They do not put each other on at all. When parents pass away, they want to keep all the inheritance money. Um, when one of them hits the lottery or something, okay, all of a sudden they don't know nobody. They go MIA. It just amazes me. And like I always tell people, you will find out who genuinely loves you and cares about you when they get to a certain level in life. Anybody can say, I love you. Anybody can say, I appreciate you when you both are in the struggle. Because you know why? Struggles is what keeps people humble. Okay. Long as you both are in the struggle, it kind of keeps you in a humble place to where, you have to be kind of, kind to each other because neither one of you are in a position to really dog each other. But for some strange reason, when a person gets to a certain level, that's when you see a person for who they truly are. Anybody could talk the talk, but walking the walk is a totally different situation when you get on a certain level. And Megan, like a lot of people in these black families, you have some black families when they make it. When they get to that point where they have arrived, all of a sudden they looking out for all kind of people that wasn't there doing the goddamn struggle. And to me, I got a problem with that. I feel like if you was with me during the struggle, you the one that I need to bless when God blesses me. Okay? If I got a position where I was able to hit it big, trust and believe, Mocha's gonna look out for people who was there for her when she ain't had a dime. Okay? When she was just a small YouTuber. I'm gonna make sure I show my love back and my gratitude towards people who have been there for me. Basically, I'm going to make sure those who was there with me, there for me when I was down at my worst, who supported me during my worst, I'm going to make sure I return the favor. I remember, I know a certain particular individual. I'm not going to name that person, but I remember before they became successful, getting all these college degrees, they wasn't really making no money like that. All right. They couldn't afford to really pay for all their school books. They didn't have the things that basically college students today, they have all type of programs and stuff. They got FAFSA, they got all of these other, grants and stuff they could get to help them pay for their college books and laptops and things of that nature. Back then, they didn't have that. You had to pay a lot of that stuff right out your pocket. So this particular individual, her brother, who was a drug dealer at the time, was selling dope. She had to go to him, and he was the one who funded for her school books. He paid for that stuff. He took his illegitimate money and put it towards her legitimate future. Okay, so that's how she was able to get her master's, her doctorate. That's part of the reason, even though it took her being the one to actually go through college and actually get the degree. She did all the footwork, but somebody contributed to that. And when the shoe was on the other foot, when he started having a hard time, he started going through, she acted like she didn't want to look out. Now she looking down on him like, okay, you should have been going to school. You should have been so-and-so. But no, you decided to sell drugs back in the day. You decided to hustle. When I was going to school, yeah, but I took my hustling money and I put towards your school supplies so you can go to school and get your degrees. How quick and soon we forget who the hell helped us to get to where we were. So it does not matter how successful you are. Somebody kept your kids. Your sister, who probably was living in low income housing, kept your kids so you can go to college. Your brother with his drug money, he paid for your school books. Your boyfriend at the time, he dropped you off to college in his plucker. But now that you have a Mercedes Benz, a BMW, Oh, you too good to beat up for those who was with you when you was in a struggle. That happens a lot. I've seen it happen so many times to black families in the black communities. Now, to play devil's advocate, you also have those family members who did not do good, did not make the best decisions with their lives, and now because they are struggling, they are looking for handouts. Okay? You just have every black family has those one or two family members that just ain't never gonna have their ish together. Ain't ever going to. We all have that one cousin. We all got that one sister. We all got that one brother that just ain't never going to get it right. Everybody has lent that person money. Everybody has helped that person get a job. They don't stay on the job. You give them money, they still stay broke. You got mothers still enabling their grown behind children who should have been moved out their house. Some people ain't gonna get it right no matter how much you give them. Now, who's to say Megan Thee Stallion has not looked out for her sister? For instance, Mariah Carey, a lot of people don't know Mariah Carey has a sister who has been in and out of rehab the majority of her life. This woman has stayed on drugs. And all of a sudden, the woman decided to come out and do an interview and badmouth Mariah Carey, making Mariah Carey look like this diva who don't give a damn about her family. She's more concerned about her platinum records and being a top-notch artist. You know, she really made Mariah look like an ain't shit sister. You know what I mean? And when Mariah Carey finally came out, she said, look here, what she's saying, it never went down like that. You know how many times I paid for her to go to rehab? You know how many times I bought her things, lent her money? And I'm like, it's only right. When it comes to family, I don't think too many people want their family hurt. There's no way somebody gonna be living in an 8-9 mansion and you got a sister out there that's homeless and living in the streets. Now, you do have some family members that are that cold, but that's rarely. And if they are, it's because you better believe 9 times out of 10 they give them a reason to be that way. Some people, you just cannot help them. Some people want to stay in a bad predicament because it gives them attention and sympathy and empathy. Some people love to go through a hard time because they like the attention they get from it. You know what I'm saying? So, you have these family members who have this sense of entitlement that feels like, I'm your sister, I'm your daughter, I'm your mama. You got some grown parents who has never even set up a goddamn college fund for their kids, but now that their kids are grown and have children of their own, their parents looking for handouts. I know families who got parents that are up in their age, parents back in the day did take care of them the best they could, but now that their parents are old and elderly, they have to lean on their children because they didn't work a job where they can retire and not become a burden on their grown children, knowing their grown children got kids of their own or got families of their own. You have a lot of these older black couples that are in their 60s, that are in their 70s, that still need their grown children to take care of them. Okay? Because they did not work, so they cannot retire. They cannot get no SSI. I know families like this personally. I know a family who has a father who is still codependent on them. And this man is 70 years old and he's still able-bodied. He's still able to work. He's still able to take care of himself. But he got his grown kids manipulating him, taking care of him because he done made them feel like, well, I'm your mom, I'm your daddy. You should never you should never want to see me struggle. You should never want to see me in the street because I'm your parent. Some people, the only thing they can use to get what they want out of you to start this guilt shaming is to just use the fact that they related to you. Well, I'm your sister, so you should look out. I'm your dad, so you should look out. I'm your mama. I don't give a damn if you got a wife and kids. You should look out for me. You have some people who really use the fact that y'all are blood related. That gives them a sense of entitlement automatically. Yeah, I'm your sister. Even though I got 8, 9 kids, 8 and 10, 11 different baby daddies, and I never do make good use of my child support. I've never been responsible. I've always bit off more than I can chew, but I'm your sister. So you got millions. You should be looking out for me. Or you got grown men who still got their mamas feeling guilty. Well, my daddy was never there for me. You the reason my daddy ain't there for me. So I need you to be there for me. Family will pimp you quicker than strangers. They will manipulate you and come up with all kind of excuses. It's called guilt shaming tactics. They will use guilt to make you feel bad. And my thing is with Megan Thee Stallion's sister, you're up here trying to make your sister look bad by saying, oh, you only came to see your nephew one time. Oh, you only came to see your niece one time. If she was not Megan Thee Stallion, would you care that much? That's my question. Would you even care? If you really felt that way, the woman in you would have made you call her. But no, you put it on Twitter because you want to embarrass her. It's a guilt shaming tactic. Well, if I let everybody know that you don't have nothing to do with your niece or your nephew, then, everybody will look at you sideways. Not understanding that her sister is a brand. Everybody knows internet has killed a lot of careers. People will take certain stuff they find out about you, especially if it's coming from family. When it comes to a fan, that's kind of taken with a grain of salt. When it's coming from family, people are going to even believe it even more. Like, okay, well, it must be true. That's Megan Thee Stallion's sister. Especially with these haters out here who are already looking for something to throw you under the bus with. That was totally out of pocket for her to post something like that on Twitter. Because again, it's a manipulative guilt shaming tactic to make somebody else feel bad for your own screw ups. You was the one who chose to have them children. And it's a lot of females who got kids. They will make their family feel guilty. I know a young lady now who was only 15, 16 and had a child, knowing her mama still taking care of her and her siblings, and who has the kid more than her? Her mama. You have these single moms who will sit up here and get pregnant every year, back to back to back, and they looking for a handout. They want their aunts, they want their mama, they want their daddy, they want everybody except for the nigga who got them pregnant to step up to the game, to the plate. And that's why a lot of these young men, they are so goddamn sorry because they already know, well, her mama do it, her daddy give her the money. And these young girls, they so dumb, they don't understand. Never let your baby daddy know that you got family that's going to look out for you even when he don't, because that's the less shit he going to want to do. Long as you feel like your mom, your daddy, your aunt, your sister, and them got it, they're not going to do nothing. I don't understand why these older women, why these older black women, why y'all not schooling y'all daughters to make their fathers, to make their baby daddies be responsible for them. No, they want to come to you when the baby daddy don't want to keep the kids. Well, mama, could you keep little JJ for me? Cause so-and-so don't want to keep her. Well, did you call your baby daddy? What is he doing today? Is he off today? He can't get him for a couple of hours? Well, no, he don't want to get him. I hear these young women give these baby daddies a pass on being ain't shit daddies. You get what I'm saying? A lot of these young females, they give these baby daddies a pass. And as older black women, that's your fault, because the day your daughter come to you and say, mommy, I'm pregnant, that's the day you should have been installing in her. You need to get your baby daddy ready. Don't get in the habit of him seeing us do it all to where he's going to want to pull back, to where he's going to feel like he ain't got to do nothing because he's used to you automatically coming to us. As a black woman, if your child is expecting, you need to start making her make this man baby daddy ready. And guess what? If he ain't baby daddy ready, because at the end of the day, she can't make him be a baby daddy if you don't want to. You got to make her baby mama ready. If he ain't there for you, then guess what? You're going to have to get a job because mama and daddy ain't going to do it all. A lot of black women, y'all don't prepare y'all daughters to handle their business like a woman. And that's how come y'all get stuck with the burden. That's why it's a lot of y'all right now who can't have a life, who can't do you. You got a house full of grandchildren because you did not prepare your daughters to be a woman to handle her business. You allowed her to make womanly decisions by cocking her legs open and getting pregnant from young men who ain't got a pot to piss in or want to throw it out of. Now it's time for you to teach your daughters how to woman up so they don't become a burden to you and a burden to your family. And not only these guys be getting off, not being ain't shit daddies, they families get off. How is it I'm thinking when a child is born, don't they have two sets of families? Unless God forbid his mother died years ago, his father died. But if his parents are still living, why are you the primary grandparent? Well, you got to do everything. She can't even get this baby daddy to get his people to step in and help. She always coming to you, mommy, I need, mommy, I want. Can you keep JJ? Can you keep Kiki? Like you the only goddamn grandparent, because the truth is a lot of these young females are so disrespectful to the point to where the baby daddy people don't want nothing to do with helping her. Cause that's another thing. But these young baby mamas, these young black women, they're not going to articulate it like that. They're going to make it seem like they don't understand why, the baby daddy family ain't there. Not telling the whole version, because I know some of these young women, they are very disrespectful to the point the baby daddy mama and his people don't want to be there. And it's sad that the child got to suffer, but I know me, if you disrespectful to me, I'm saying the hell with you and the hell with your child. I'm not about to sit up there and take all that abuse to try to be a part of my own grandchild's life. I'm not about to do it. You got some grandparents, they will take all the disrespect just so they can be a part of their child's life. Power to y'all. Okay? But that's what I'm saying. For Megan Thee Stallion's sister to be so hell bent on Megan doing everything, where's your baby daddy? That it's not about your niece and nephew. You feel about you wanting her to be a closer aunt. You want your children to reap the benefits. And I get it. Megan, and she's an aunt, it would be a blessing for her to look out for her nieces and nephews. But guess what? She's not obligated, lady. She's not obligated. She's just an aunt. Where's your baby daddy people? Where's your baby daddy and where's his people? How you want Megan Thee Stallion to conveniently step up? And shouldn't you be looking for your baby daddy to do that? And a lot of these young black mothers, they do it all the time. And you know who fault that is? It is us. It is the older black women who give birth to these young women. And we don't teach them and make them understand that when you make womanly decisions, you got to step up like a woman. You can't want to cock open and spread your legs like a woman, but then when it's time to be responsible, now you want to step down and be a little girl. You want to act like you don't know and you don't understand. No, you don't pick and choose when and how to be a woman. You're going to make a womanly decision. You're going to have to be a woman all the way around. And that's the same thing for these young black men out here who are becoming fathers at a young age. He don't mind sticking his dick in everything like a man. Well, really, that's not being a man. But in his mind, he think that's being a man. But when it's time to pay child support, when it's time to get the kids, now little boy and him want to hide out. He don't want to be bothered. He ain't got the patience to deal with it. He don't want no parts of it when it's time to pay a medical bill. All the little boyishness come out of him. But, he felt like a man as long as he was hitting it from the back. But now that it's time to pay back, he don't know how to act. At the end of the day, anybody that's successful in their family, you need to look out for those who've been there for you before you became this mega star, this household name. And for those of you who have successful people in their family, they do not owe you. However they choose to bless you, they choose to bless you. If they want to buy somebody else a damn BMW, even though that's not their family, and they know you walking, and you got to catch the damn Uber and Lyft to work, they don't see nothing wrong with that. Well, guess what? That's on them. Because guess what? Karma has everybody as dressed. And like my grandmother used to tell me, the same ones you pass going up are the same ones you got to pass coming down. So those who don't want to look out for family when they know they can, guess what? In heaven and hell, they don't have valet parking. No matter what you got here, you can't take none of it with you when you leave. All your cars, your mansions, your property, airline, whatever you got, it's not going with you. Once they put that box 6 feet under, you're not taking none of that stuff with you. So sometimes, as painful as it is, when you know you got a family member that's in a position to look out for you and they know you are struggling and they won't even offer, it's very painful. It's a slap in the face. But guess what? Use that as your motivation. Use that to make you grind harder. Because guess what? When you grind for your own shit, nobody can give you credit for it. Nobody can say, well, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had that house. If it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had that car. If it wasn't for me, sometimes it's better to go to the struggle and get stuff on your own, because people want to throw up in your face what they have done for you. Or when they get mad with you, they want to take it back. But guess what? If you get it on your own, you know it's yours, and you don't have to go through that pressure of kissing somebody's ass because you don't want to make them feel some type of way because they did so much for you. You feel me? So my overall intake on this whole situation, Megan Thee Stallion, honey, you got millions, all right? For buy the kids a little PS5 so your sister could shut the hell up. Give her a damn $1,000 Toys R Us card and tell her to get the hell on about the business, all right? And since she want to post on Facebook, on Instagram, what you don't do for her, I will post that $1,000 gift card from Toys R Us. Since you want to run your mouth instead of coming to me like a woman, here you go, boo. This for my niece and nephew. I wish y'all the best. But just because she played me like that on the strip instead of coming to me as a woman, she wouldn't have to worry about it. And again, if you got shady family members who won't look out, still be their family, still be there for them, because you never know how the table's gonna turn. You get me? You feel my drift? So anyway, I'm going to shut it down, y'all. Remember, make your haters your motivators. You know what I'm saying? Rejection is redirection. Somebody won't give you something. Somebody won't look out for you. That means God has another plan, because you do know that God can give people a change of heart. God can touch people and change people, and even the most people who can't stand your guts, he can give them a change of heart and say, I want you to bless this person today. I want you to get this person a home, get this person a car. God can put it in people's hearts to bless you. So if he's not allowing it, it is for your protection. So anyway, y'all, please, before you leave and you exit, make sure y'all hit that like button. What do y'all think about this Megan Thee Stallion situation with her sister? Do you think Megan is really this uppity, type of broad who won't look out for her family? She's all about herself. She's all about her success. Or do you feel like the sister is one of those typical baby mamas who's looking for a little handout and she wants to put her sister on blast using that guilt shaming tactic? What is your opinion? But please make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all leave. It is free. It does not cost y'all anything, right? So on that note, again, this is Mocha's double shot, and I may be uploading another video by tonight. So make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all don't miss out on anything that I am uploading, all right? This your Diva in Knowledge. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth and break you off with a slice of knowledge. Y'all take care. I'll holler at you soon. Bye.